Luck's retirement first broke, the team was actually in the middle of playing a preseason game. News spreading throughout the stadium in real time. Fans, upon hearing about their quarterback's decision, reacted in the moment. Some of it wasn't pretty.
All that you've meant to the team and the city and the stunningness of the decision. Any reaction to the fans? Did you hear the reaction walk off the field?
Yeah, I'd be lying if I didn't say I heard the reaction. Yeah, it hurt. I'll be honest, Chap. It hurt.
Nick, what did you make of the fans booing Luck?
I'll be honest, almost nothing. I felt for him. He didn't deserve that moment. But I also think this is, for some people, for some media, one of their favorite hobby horses, wagging their finger at the naughty fans, even though it is not emblematic of an entire fan base. It is an emotional reaction amongst people. Keep in mind who's there at that point in time. This is a preseason game at the end of the preseason game. These are your diehards of diehards who have just, in the moment, had their hearts ripped out. Some of them, maybe most of them, season ticket holders who have now realized for the second time in the last 3 years, I have paid for season tickets thinking I'm going to get to see Andrew Luck. I'm now not going to get to see Andrew Luck. And they haven't seen his press conference yet. They haven't seen how emotionally distraught he is. And so they reacted poorly. Not a handful, but the people who were there who did that. To me, there's not that different than the fans in Toronto that cheered when KD got hurt. It was an ugly moment in a snapshot in time that most of those people would not do again upon time for reflection. I don't think this is an indictment on the city of Indianapolis, the fan base. Bob Kravitz said it, who's a great writer up in Indy, and I think he's right. If tomorrow they said Andrew Luck's going to hold a parade or hold an event, he would have tens of thousands of adoring fans show up to thank him for what he accomplished there in this brief 7-year window. So I don't read too much into it. I think it was some diehard fans saying, you got it. He's retiring? It can't be the most shocking retirement ever and not have some immediate emotional reaction. So that was how I reacted to what the fans did.
For me, I've been around sports my whole life. And most of it has been, participating on the field. But I love sports. I love all sports. I traveled around the world seeing golf, tennis. I traveled around the country watching Michael Jordan. And I've been a season ticket holder at the NBA 20 years. So I'm a fan myself. But as an athlete, and I learned early in my career, when I left Middletown, Ohio, and went to Ohio State, in that first game there was 100,000, the coaches let us know, man, these people have been watching football a long time. They're not here to be cheering for you if you don't do nothing. And just learning with that Ohio State franchise. They say, oh, it's the Ohio State. Let me tell you what the fans will do to you if you don't play well. They'll either sit on their hands, and 110,000 of them being silent, or when we traveled around the country and you go to Wisconsin, which we did, we were #1 in the country, I think, at the time, lost there, they will boo you. We lost at Purdue against Rob Woodson, them. They will boo you, and they will boo you at home. So my relationship with the fans is I've never been thinking that, oh, man, we had this give and take. No. You know what we had? As long as I can do what I'm on that field to do, the fans that were cheering for the team, the colors I'm on, they're going to cheer for me. But I remember one time I was with Randall Cunningham warming up in the vet before the game. And we're playing catch on the side. We're getting ready, and I'm zoned in. And the guy in all green, painted and everything, is cussing Randall out. You're this, you're this, you're this. And I'm like, this is my rookie year, man. I come from Ohio State. They don't treat you like that. I mean, so for me, it was eye-opening, but I understood. My ability to catch this football is going to keep them people standing up. When I go on the road, people are going to boo me, and it might be my own fans because as a professional, we're being paid a lot of money. This is not college anymore. This is professional sports, and this is what the fans do. It's always been my expectation. And now as a fan, when I'm in that arena, I'll try to conduct myself as if I appreciate people for their ability. I know they're unique and I know they're special.
And listen, the fandom is not unconditional love, and it never has been. It has always been, we sometimes glorify it and try to make it into more than it is. It is a symbiotic relationship at its best, but not always.
Not always.
Right. I mean, the fans are getting either escapism or great moments or memories with their family.
Entertainment.
Entertainment. And the players are getting compensated. To Chris's point, you're now professionals. This is, if all of a sudden, if someone went to a Broadway show and they went to go see Lin-Manuel Miranda when he was still doing Hamilton, and they come out right beforehand and they said, Lin-Manuel Miranda has quit. He's not going to be out here tonight, and you're going to see someone else. People in the moment might boo. Now, maybe afterwards they'd find out a good reason, they'd feel badly, whatever it was.
Or they would enjoy the show with the replacements.
Absolutely. And so I think this is the type of story that gets talked about more than it should, because it is so easy. It's everyone can be Captain Easy stance. How dare you, fans? You know what I mean? You shouldn't have done that. Shame on you.
Right.
And no one is gonna be like, you know what?
No, we
they
should cover
booed.
it. No, we should cover it though.
Oh, I agree.
We should cover it, because we should think that fans, given all the stuff we've seen, at some point would get a little smarter. Now, if Andrew Luck flips him the bird, we're going to cover it.
100%.
So we should be covering it when they treat someone that they supposedly loved, all right? Well, instantly. His career's taken, or his body has failed him. Man, I got a great call from someone at the NFL, and it's someone who's played the league a long time, and it talked about, man, our body's going to fail us at a certain time. Andrew Luck just didn't know. Like, we don't know when. His just happened to be recently.
Well, and it also speaks to, I think, why players, especially more modern players, are recognizing that it's business for me, it's personal for you, or that vice versa, meaning the idea of taking a hometown discount, or the idea of showing extra loyalty to a franchise.
Listen, you better get your money, man.
Right, because they will, whether it's the management or the fans, very quickly, as soon as you stop producing, not all, but some will say, okay, well, you no longer provide me that joy you were providing me, and in fact, you're taking it away from me, therefore I don't like you anymore. Not a lot of it is, I love you as a person, it's I love you as a performer.
And I've never left the stadium and been like, you know something, I heard the fans saying great stuff. You know, that stuff I'm gonna teach to my kids. People go to stadiums and act a complete fool. Professional people get totally out of character, and they feel like going to a sporting event, I can say anything. Well, you got caught booing, all right? Somebody you supposedly love. I know you're in the Midwest. The best people come from the Midwest. Yeah, there's idiots in the Midwest, too.
All right, we'll leave it there. Take a break. Coming up, more fallout from Andrew Luck's retirement. Next on First Things First.
Not as good as the white on white.
No, that was the best. That was the best.